Finland is the happiest country on earth for the 8th year in a row. Sounds amazing, right? Well, I'm a Finnish journalist, and every year me and my friends are puzzled by the new World Happiness Report. It always ranks Finland and other Nordic countries at the top. But how is that possible when especially young people in Finland or Sweden suffer a lot from loneliness and depression? I took a closer look at the World Happiness Index, and I have a lot to say. So let's start with this. The Nordic countries are definitely not the unhappiest countries in the world. There are also other statistics like the Eurobarometer that show that life satisfaction in Nordics is actually pretty high. And it makes sense, there's good education and healthcare, and they are pretty safe places. But the World Happiness Index has some major flaws. Experts say it is too simplified, and in fact, it doesn't even ask about happiness at all. In the survey, people were asked only this one question. Imagine there's a ladder with steps from 0 on the bottom to 10 at the top. Bottom is the worst possible life for you, and top is the best. How high up on the ladder would you locate yourself? There is research suggesting that this image of a ladder makes participants think mainly about wealth and power and forget about other factors like relationships and purpose in life. And then there are other studies that paint a very different picture. One poll asked people if they'd experienced happiness, laughter, and enjoyment the day before. The best ranked country was Panama, second Guatemala, and third El Salvador. And in fourth place came Iceland. But Finland, for example, was only ranked 29th out of 146 countries. And a new survey turns everything upside down. The Global Flourishing Study, involving 22 countries, asked a dozen questions about health, happiness, social relationships, and material prosperity. Sweden was the only Nordic nation in the survey, and it ranked only 13th place out of 22 countries, at the same level with the US, while the 3 happiest countries were Indonesia, Israel, and Philippines. The countries at the top in the new survey were maybe not rich financially, but rather rich in friendships, marriages, and communities. But of course, reporting on the World Happiness Index is a lot easier. It seems so simple. One question, a clear winner. But maybe the world is more complex than that. So let me ask you, what is happiness for you?